But he just right said,
注意看，擂台之上，武僧一龙摆好架势，要向台下外国拳迷展露拿手绝技金钟罩铁布衫。赛中，对手几十记重拳如暴雨砸来，一龙却稳如泰山，神色安然，还能伺机迅猛反击。此战助他扬名世界搏击擂台，声名远播。一龙此战对手是新西兰明星拳王布莱德，在本土威名赫赫，48连胜的战绩耀眼夺目，彼时在搏击圈名气仅次于死神方便，故而这场对决备受全球搏击爱好者瞩目。场馆座无虚席，可现场气氛微妙，大半观众满脸不屑，心存恶意，认定中国功夫是花拳绣腿，就等着看笑话。那时一龙刚踏入职业搏击擂台，还没网红和上头衔，纯粹是满怀热血的擂台杀手。听闻中国功夫海外遭歧视，年轻气盛的他当夜便搭航班，辗转奔赴新西兰，只为给中国功夫证明，让世界重新认识中华武学。镜头转至比赛现场，双方着装迥异，一龙一袭战衣，身姿挺拔，目光炯炯，毫无怯场之态。开场铜锣一响，如猎豹般攻势凌厉，不给布莱德喘息之机。他出拳虎虎生威，步伐灵动轻盈，尽显扎实功底。没几个回合，一龙瞅准布莱德防守破绽，眼疾手快将其击倒。这一幕惊得台下等着看笑话的拳迷瞠目结舌，满脸不可思议。一龙用实力击碎质疑，为其轻视中国功夫之人。此赛绝非简单个人胜负较量，而是捍卫中国功夫国际尊严之战。身处一国，面对强敌与偏见，一龙无惧无畏，让东方功夫在擂台熠生辉。经此一役，观众如梦初醒，知晓中国功夫绝非徒有虚名。各位看官，若觉对决精彩，一龙给力，就点赞支持，一起为中国功夫摇旗呐喊吧。
When you see him walking, you can see that there's something a little bit different, a little bit special. So the long leg is in switching southpaw. Good timing on that tap for Riddell. Hard kick upstairs from Yulong, and maybe he's down to target. Yeah, Riddell, real tough customer, new to the North Island.
毕竟刚从少林寺出来，碰上这么嚣张的外国选手，一龙只能比对方还嚣张，才好博人眼球。兴许一龙瞧着对手出拳软绵绵的没力气，一回合快结束那阵儿，两手一摊，连防守的架势都不摆了，冲着对手就开始挑衅。就这一幕，把台下新西兰的拳迷看得心里直冒火，挺不爽的。不过话说回来，一龙这会儿的表现那是真自信。与此同时，这也说明他对自身实力特别有。这场比赛在他眼里大概率是胜券在握。
Riddell doesn't slow Yulong down too much, and the man with that switching style of his. Definitely the crowd's favourite when he come in. All the Chinese title, good work from Riddell. No nonsense.
大伙可千万别小瞧了眼前这位新西兰选手，人家那可是手握8连胜的亮眼战绩，相当厉害。他这会儿不敢贸然进攻，纯粹是因为一龙来自少林寺，对他来说，一龙的打法路数全然陌生，心里没底，所以才不敢对一龙加大攻势。现在第一回合已经打完，来到第二回合了。回顾首回合这两位选手的整体表现，对手打的那叫一个积极主动，而一龙呢，就跟个伸缩弹簧似的，时机一到立马出手，该防守的时候也不含糊，把节奏拿捏得稳稳。
And Riddell's got to be a little bit buoyed by that. That's the danger shot, I think, the low kick to the lead leg. Now, I'll back Riddell in the hand department. You've seen what he did to Brendan Darty and slipped that nicely with Yulong. Nice straight left hand from.
此刻的新西兰选手只一门心思要尽快把一龙给打败，好拿下这场比赛的胜利。可能到了这会儿，他心态起了变化，受了些影响，意识到一龙在上一回合根本就是在戏耍自己，他面子上自然有些挂不住，心里也过意不去。新西兰选手跟一龙过了几招后，渐渐摸清楚了一龙的套路，心里有了底，于是他不再一门心思搞过多技术防守了，而是学习一龙放开了手脚，把自己会的进攻招式一股脑都使了出来，全力发动攻势。
Fantastic fighters. Now he starts to lift the pace as we get towards the end of round number 2. And good sportsmanship from Riddell. Good work also by Van der Adepong. Both corners quite slippery now with full water that's been spilled overnight. Good work. He's off balance. He pops another one too, and Riddell isn't finished yet. And did he have?
眼下比赛终于来到关键的第3回合。回顾刚结束的第2回合，两位选手打得十分焦灼，双方你来我往，互不相让。总体评判下来，点数上的差距微乎其微，局势依旧扑朔迷离。相较之下，布莱德对胜利的渴望显然更为迫切，整个人进攻欲望超强，但凡瞅见一丝机会，他就会朝着翼龙持续施压，展开攻势。而咱们的中国选手武僧翼龙呢，则不断往后撤步，看这样子，像是在场上寻觅一个绝佳的反击时机。
Comes forward again, forces Riddell back towards the corner. Nice footwork from Riddell. Needs to get him that 50-50 zone. That's where he'll back himself. That's where I'd back him too. Good work. Nice kick to the outside of the thigh. And
随着比赛时间1分1秒悄然流逝，这会儿大家都看得真切。新西兰选手蚁人找回了自己的比赛节奏，局势开始慢慢倒向他那一边，局面渐渐被他扭转了过来。这般情形对翼龙来说可着实不妙。论比赛经验以及战术打法，这位新西兰选手相较于翼龙显得成熟太多了。人家历经多场赛事打磨，应对赛场突发状况得心应手，各种战术信手拈来。
Let one go to the head there with the knee. Good kick. Right underneath that floating rib. Just shows you the strength. And I tell you what, Riddell's done a great job of disguising the pain. And those kicks, the low kicks from Yi Long have been absolutely fantastic. But Riddell just showing his toughness here, his versatility. Beautiful right hand. Can he follow it up? He doesn't, but the uppercut. Now can he follow that up? And still, Yi Long goes forward, spinning back first, a little bit close.
在这一回合临近尾声，只剩最后1分钟的时候，翼龙再次向全场观众展露了他过硬的少林功夫。只见他埋着头，全然不顾对手雨点般狂砸过来的几十拳。虽说翼龙有着金钟罩般的护体神功，可到底也是肉体凡胎，任他少林功夫造诣再高深，人的体能总归是有极限的，长时间高强度对抗下来，铁人也吃不消。但不得不说，翼龙硬是凭借此战打出了名堂，让这场对决成了自己的成名之战。
Oh, the big standing. I don't know what it did on the scorecard. That was another fantastic right hand from Riddell that would have put most men away. Probably would have put a couple of horses away too, but it doesn't put Yi Long, the Shaolin monk, anywhere near lights out. And how many, I don't know how you could distance yourself, but Riddell, he's doing a fantastic job.
这场比赛总算落下帷幕了。武僧翼龙最终遗憾地输掉了这场比赛。不过呢，就对于中国功夫的推广和发展而言，这场比赛可算得上是一大进步了呀。那大家觉得翼龙在这场比赛里的表现如何呢？欢迎大家踊跃在评论区留言分享自己的看法。